Good afternoon, welcome to Manik. We'll start discussing current affairs of 19 July, and first topic is PM visit to UAE. Prime Minister recently visited to United Arab Emirates. This was the fifth visit of Prime Minister to the UAE in the last 8 years. MOS, what are the MOU that are signed in this visit? For the establishment of framework to promote use of local currencies for cross-border transactions by governors of the respective central banks. Local currencies will be used on interlinking payment and messaging system by governors of the respective central banks. For planning to establish Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi to Abu Dhabi. IIT Delhi in Abu Dhabi, right? Energy sector, both sides will take forward their cooperation in green hydrogen, solar energy, and grid connectivity. Both sides also agreed to increase investment across the energy spectrum, including India's strategic petroleum reserve program. So, investment across the energy spectrum. There will be also investment on green hydrogen, climate change. Leaders acknowledge joint work on issues of climate change, particularly during the Indian's presidency of G20 and UAE's presidency of COP28. The result to work together to make COP28 a success for all. COP28, Conference of Parties 28, is going to occur in UAE in 2000 this year, right? That is COP28 in 2023. Right, this is COP28. Last was in Egypt, COP27, and COP26. It was in Glasgow summit. Okay, where India has promised net neutrality by 2070. Then Indian diaspora, UAE expressed appreciation that the large Indian diaspora continues to play a significant role in the society and economy in the UAE. Further enforces bilateral trade. The two leaders lauded the economic partnership, which stands $85 billion currently, and hope to achieve a target of $100 billion in trade before G20 meeting in Delhi this year. Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to further strengthening the comprehensive strategic partnership, exploring emerging areas of collaboration, promoting peace, stability, prosperity in the region and beyond. Then brief on India-UAE bilateral relationship. India and the UAE established diplomatic relationship in 1972. Okay. Next. So this is the UAE. This is UAE. This is Abu Dhabi, and this is Dubai. And Iran, Saudi Arabia, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Qatar, Bahrain. So this is the diagram. Next, Prime Minister Modi visit to UAE in 2015 led to sleeve agreements aimed at strengthening economic defense and security and law enforcement cooperation. Commonalities in the long term. What are the commonalities between India and UAE? We have also signed SEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Yes, we have signed, and the trade and after that, UAE has become the third largest economic partner, third largest economic economic partner of India after China and USA. UAE Sentinel Plan, which lays a roadmap for augment country's reputation on reliable soft power, runs concurrent with India Vision 2047, which has ambitious national imperatives in ensuring prosperity and development for all its people. The commonalities in their long-term domestic and global vision have spurred the India-UAE bilateral trade, commerce and economic ties, further strengthened during the past year following the signing of Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) and the UAE's first ever such partnership and India's first CEPA in GCC in Gulf Cooperation Council. So both countries have signed the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. India-UAE trade rose to 85 billion in 2022, making UAE India's third largest trading partner for the year 2020. Yes, and the second largest export destination. India is the UAE's second largest trading partner. In 2022, India became first country with UAE signed CEPA bilaterally, approximately increased by 15% since the entry in force of the CEPA. So 15% bilateral trade has increased, and it has UAE is the third largest trading partner and second largest export destination. India is it is the only country, India's first CEPA with a member of GCC. Right, there is also soft power that also between both the countries. So the relationship is very strong, and Prime Minister has visited 5 times to UAE. NI remittances. The annual remittances made by the large Indian community in UAE amount over 17.6 billion in 2019. So this huge amount of remittances are coming from UAE. And energy security. As industrial and manufacturing capacity blooms in India, the UAE has proven to be reliable and resilient energy exporter. In 2018, Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves and the UAE's Abu Dhabi National Oil Company inked an agreement detailing the constant pricing on oil supply. Technology partnership. India and UAE have signed a number of digital innovation technology partnership. Also plans for ISRO, the UASR to cooperate on missions like Red Moon mission. The Emirates has offered golden visa, residency permits for doctors, engineers, PhD scholars, and specialists in high-end technology fields such as artificial intelligence, big data, virology, epidemiology, and brought over former ISRO chief K. Radhakrishnan to their space agency. Common footing on the emerging international issues. Both the countries have voiced similar opinions on strategic issues such as the US dollar's dominance in international trade, terrorism, ending the hostilities in Ukraine. So, bilateral partners also is rules-based international order prescribed to acknowledge emerging economies more significant role in global economy. So various emerging issues like US dollar dominance, that's why they are exchanging the domestic currency. To increase the interest and terrorism is a big issue, then because that is Middle East is highly unstable, right? Ending hostilities in Ukraine as well. Strategic convergence culminated in the formalization of ministerial groupings such as India, Israel, US, UAE, and the India-UAE France Maritime Trilateral. The recent developments in India-UAE relationships stem from shared economic visions and compatible regional geopolitics outlooks. The fundamentals of economic engagement, diaspora relationships, strategic convergences have deepened the India-USA ties. So economic engagement is very high. Diaspora relationship because we are getting maximum remittances, and strategic convergence. That means both have similar interest with respect to terrorism, with respect to US dollar dominance, and various both the countries wants just global order based on international laws. So that's why there is commonalities, and bilateral trade is to become stronger as SEPA finds deeper roots and steers each partner's policy apparatus. Finds deeper roots and steers each partner's policy apparatus business towards more prosperous, multi-beneficial, and meaningful engagement. Climate change aiding spread of deadly virus in Europe. What is this CCHF? Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever. Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever. This is the climate change spreading deadly virus in Europe. Infection spreads by tickas as a high fatality rate according to World Health Organization. Europe is facing heat wave and wildfires, and rising temperatures have also raised fears over viruses generally not found in colder climates. So viruses are usually not found in the colder climates. CCHF is endemic to Africa. According to Horizon, which publishes articles about European Union funded research, scientists are now warning that CCSF, which can kill around 10 to 40% of patients, is spreading northward and westward in the Europe. Northward and westward in the Europe. It can kill 10 to 40% of Europe. It is Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever. Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever. It is generally endemic to Africa. Cases have been reported in Spain, Russia, Turkey, and the UK. In these regions, Spain, Russia, and Turkey, and UK, it is spread. In India, one person succumbed to CCHF last month in Gujarat, the state that reports the majority of the country's cases in the diseases. So, majority of the cases regarding CCF, it is found in case of Gujarat. According to WHO, Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever, CCF, viral hemorrhagic fever, usually transmitted by ticks. It is transmitted by the ticks. It can be also be contacted through contact with viremic animal tissues. Animal tissues where the virus has entered bloodstream during the immediately post slaughter of animals. CCSF outbreaks constitute a threat to public health services as the virus can lead to epidemics and has high case of fatality ratio, potential results in hospital and health. So it can becomes and lead to an epidemic because it has high fatality ratio, that is 10 to 14%, whereas the COVID fatality ratio is hardly, it is 1.5%. It is usually transmitted by ticks, and the virus when enter to the bloodstream immediately it spreads in the body. Then, according to US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, animals such as cattle, goats, sheep, hares serve as amplifying host for the virus. The transmission of the humans occurs through contact with infected ticks and animal blood. CCHF can be transmitted from one infected human to another by contact with infectious blood or body fluids such as sweat and saliva. Ticks can also be hosted by migratory birds, thus carrying virus over long distances. It can be hosted by migratory birds, so they can transmit the viruses into long distances. That is Congo, CCHS, Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever. CCSF symptoms include fever, muscle ache, dizziness, neck pain, backache, headache, sore eyes, sensitive to light, according to the WHO. There may be nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and sore throat early on, followed by sharp mood swing and confusion. After 2 to 4 days, the agitation may be replaced by sleepiness, depression, and lassitude. The WHO's website says there is no vaccine for the virus, neither humans or animals. Treatment is generally consists of managing symptoms according to an antiviral drug, ribavirin. Ribavirin has been used for CCHF infection with apparent benefit. So there is no proper cure to this disease, CCHF. Climate change is when its temperature patterns are disrupted. As the temperature patterns are disrupted, pathogens are thriving in geographies traditionally had a climate hostile to them. The ticks are moving up through Europe due to climate change with longer and drier summers. Ticks are moving through Europe. The ticks are moving up through Europe due to climate change and longer with drier summers. The CDC says climate change contributes to the spread of disease in multiple ways. How? Warmer temperatures expanding the habitat of ticks and other insects. That's why they're giving them more to reproduce. Habitat offered by water undergoes changes. Animals moving newer areas, people coming in contact with them. That is how the climate change and spread of diseases are linked. Okay. Who are the risk groups? Shepherds, campers, agricultural workers, vegetarians, amateur workers, and persons in close contact with livestock and ticks at risk of infection. Peace and prosperity in Mekong region play pivotal role in India's Arctic policy. Mekong region play pivotal role in India's Arctic policy, that is Jason. Right. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar co-chaired 12th Mekong Ganga Cooperation meeting in Bangkok along with Laos counterpart. While addressing the summit, EAM said that peace and prosperity in the Mekong region is a pivotal role in realizing India's vision for security and growth of all in the region under the Arctic policy. Okay. Pivotal, yes. Mekong play important in the India's Arctic policy. Peace and prosperity in the Mekong region play pivotal role in India's vision for security and growth of all countries, right? So these are the regions. Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Okay. Mekong region. MGC is an initiative by 6 countries for cooperation in tourism, culture, education, as well as transport and communication. It was launched in 2000 at Vientiane, Laos, PDR. Both the Ganga and Mekong are civilizational rivers. The Mekong initiative aims to facilitate closer contacts among the people inhabiting these two major basins. The MGC is also indicative of cultural and commercial linkages among the member countries and MGC down the centuries. The MGC meetings are co-chaired alternatively every year between India and one of the 5 Mekong countries, India and 5 Asian countries, Cambodia, Laos, PDR, Thailand and Vietnam. Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand and Vietnam. These are the 5 Asian countries that are the members of Mekong Cooperation. Promoting economic and cooperation trade among the member countries, enhancing cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Fostering dialogue and cooperation on issues of common interest. The 4 fundamental areas of cooperation under MGC include tourism, culture, education, transport and communication. It has further expanded to include new areas such as health and traditional medicine, agriculture and allied sectors, small and medium enterprises, water resource management, science, technology, skill development and capacity building. So these are the dimensions in which both the Asian Mekong and India are cooperating with each other. India's Arctic policy is a diplomatic initiative which seeks to enhance India's engagement with countries of East Asia, particularly the Asian member states. Basically, it aims to promote economic, strategy and cultural relationship. Arctic policy, diplomatic initiative which seeks to enhance India's engagement with countries of East Asia, particularly the Asian members. Basically, it aims to promote economic, strategic, and cultural relations in the vast Asia Pacific region, different levels. The policy was launched in 2014 by PM Modi, continuation of upgradation of earlier Look East policy. It is launched by P.V. Narasimha Rao in 1991. So this is about Arctic Social Diplomatic Initiative of India's to enhance India's engagement with countries like East Asia. Difference between LEFI and Act East policy. Sir, YouTube IAS kind of YouTube VANIK-IAS. So the difference between LEFI and Act East policy, the main focus of the policy was to shift the country's economic focus from the west to neighbors of the booming Southeast Asian countries. Right? Focus of the country's economic focus from west to Southeast Asian country, that is the Look East policy. Focus was increase economic integration in Southeast Asian nation. After this policy seeks deepen the diversity and engagements through greater connectivity, trade, investment, and cultural exchanges. It focuses on the extended neighborhood in the Asia Pacific region. Extended neighborhood in Asia Pacific region. What is the objective? To promote economic cooperation, cultural ties, develop strategic relationship with the countries in the Asia Pacific region. So continuous engagement at the bilateral, regional, and multilateral levels. To increase the interaction of northeastern Indian states with other neighboring countries. To increase the interaction with northeastern Indian states with other neighboring countries. This is the objective of Act East policy. This will be done by providing enhancing connectivity to the states of northeastern region, including Arunachal Pradesh and other countries in our neighborhood. Enhancing connectivity to the states of northeastern region, right? Including Arunachal Pradesh and other countries in our neighborhood, we have to increase the connectivity. Northeast India has been a priority in the Act East policy. To curb increasing impact of China in the ASEAN region, we have to develop the dimension, major policies, projects under the policy, Kaladana multimodal transit, Kaladana multimodal, India's Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway project, border hats, right, Ridhi road project. The lower Mekong region holds immense significance for both historic sense and contemporary one. The Mekong cooperation holds special place in the region as the oldest sub-regional cooperation rooted in the rich historical, geographical, and cultural ties among 6 member countries. Highlighting India's efforts in the region, India is steadfast in its dedication to enhancing comprehensive economic connectivity with the region. Here underline various flagship projects undertaken by India. This include MGC Scholarship, Mekong Scholarship, Center for Excellent Software Development, and MGC Traditional Textile Museum. Connectivity Initiative. He stressed importance on expanding projects that have faced challenges in recent past, especially India-Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway. It has faced challenges, so these are importance is given to them. India-Thailand-Myanmar is working on about 1400 km long highway that will link the country to Southeast Asia by land. So 1400 km long highway that will link the country with Southeast Asia by land. It would give boost to trade, business, health, education, tourism, ties among the 3 countries. Around 70% of construction work on the ambitious trilateral highway has been completed. The strategic highway project, which will connect More in Manipur with Mae Sot in Thailand via Myanmar, has been delayed because of the situation in Myanmar. Strategic highway project is delayed because of the situation in Myanmar. Okay. What is the situation in Myanmar? There is political instability, there is a fight, there is lack of democracy, there is rule of military junta, the opposition party is banned. Next is Bhumi Samman Awards. As per recent announcement, President Draupadi Murmu presented Bhumi Samman Awards in New Delhi. The Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Minister stated that the event is extremely significant for revenue and registration functionaries of the state who receive Bhumi Samman for the first time in the last 75 years for their outstanding performance. He further said that Bhumi Samman scheme is a fine example of center-state cooperative federalism and based on trust and partnership. Cooperative federalism, that is a good relationship between center and the state. So Bhumi Samman is launched in 2023, created by Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, Ministry of Rural Development. Is coming under Ministry of Rural Development. Okay. Then what is the selection process? The grading has been done on the basis of performance of the districts reflected the management of information system. Management Information System or MIS. Digital India Land Record Modernization Program DILRMP and as reported by state and governments. Platinum grading is given to the districts which have been completed saturation, that is 100% targets in the respective core components of DILRMP. 9 state secretaries from 68 district collectors have various districts will be presented with the Bhumi Samman recognizing their efforts in achieving outstanding performances. Missiles. Recent reports suggest that London at risk of major missiles outbreak. Data reveal that there has been a steady rise in the missiles cases this year, which indicates the resurgence of India's illness in London. What is measles? It is a highly contagious airborne disease caused by a virus in the Paramyxorid virus family. Transmission, it is normally passed through a direct contact in the air. The virus infects respiratory tract, then spreads through the body, causing severe diseases, complications, and even death. Measles is a human disease and is not known to occur in animals. Measles vaccine 1963, highly contagious disease caused by virus Paramyxorid virus. Transmission is not by direct contact or the air. Respiratory virus infects the respiratory tract. Human disease known to the animals. Okay. Measles symptoms are high fever, cough, nausea, red eyes, red watery eyes, tiny white spots inside mouth, rash from head to toe. 3 to 5 days after symptoms begin, the rash breaks out. There is no specific antiviral treatment that exists in case of measles. Vaccine disease provided for the form of measles rubella, measles mumps rubella, and measles mumps rubella varicella combination. These 3 combinations are given in case of measles. Routine measles vaccination for children combined with mass immunization campaigns in the countries with low routine coverage are key for public health strategies. Reduced global measles deaths. WHO recommends immunization for all susceptible children and adults for whom measles vaccinations are not contraindicated. Hwasong 18. What is this Hwasong? Recent North Korea tested largest Hwasong 18 international ballistic missile, intercontinental ballistic missile. It is a solid fuel ICBM. The use of solid propellants in the Hwasong 18 allows for faster deployment of missiles. Solid propellants can fire faster and accelerate more quickly lit off. So it has used solid fuel. ICBM's intercontinental ballistic missiles have a range of over 5,500 km and have a nuclear weapons delivery technology. Countries that have ICBM: North Korea, Russia, United States, France, United Kingdom, China, India, Israel are the only countries who have documented possession of land-based intercontinental ballistic missile. Agni-V is India's ballistic missile. Then leprosy. India accounts 52% of all new leprosy patients. Health Ministry devised strategic roadmap achieving zero cases of leprosy by 2030. Despite India declared leprosy eliminated in 2005, the country still accounts for over 52% of all leprosy patients. Leprosy is a chronic bacterial infection. It's a bacterial infection that affects skin, nose, and lungs and eyes. To aid fight against leprosy in the country, to create awareness about the disease, India National Anti-Leprosy Day 1930, January 30. Government initiative to end leprosy, that is ABSOLS, ASA-based surveillance for leprosy suspects. Then focused leprosy campaign, national strategic plan roadmap for leprosy, national guidelines for antimicrobial resistance in leprosy. For AMR in leprosy, these are the steps taken by leprosy. Discuss the barrier in inculcating human values in present scenario. How socialization can help in overcoming such barriers. Inculcating human values at present situation. Yes, human values are important at present scenario. Why? What is the difference between USA and India? So far as crime is concerned, the crime rate per capita crime is much higher in case of United States as compared to India. The reason is, in India there is values, there is no values in case of USA. Human values are defined as values which are related with a sense of human element or human being as human. That is, a person has interface with another fellow beings. There should be a reflection of human elements such as feelings, emotions, dignity, respect, etc. As a human, people have feelings, emotions, love, etc. Therefore, there should be mutual respect. That is, one human should respect other human emotions and feelings. One human should respect other human feelings. Human is one with emotions and feelings, but not with human values. Although humans have capability to learn human values, there is a difference between human and animal. So human being has not born with human values. It has born with emotions and feelings. But value can be inculcated. So although humans have the capability to take the human values, which is the difference between human and animal. We can inculcate the values, but animal cannot. Human values are different values which are related to a sense of human element in the human being. That is, a person has interface with fellow beings. There should be reflections of human elements such as feelings, emotions, dignity, respects. As a human, people have feelings, emotions, love. Therefore, there should be mutual respect. Barriers in inculcating human values in the present scenario. Stereotyping attitude and prejudices in the society. They obstruct the inculcation of human values such as respect for other human beings. Prejudices towards women in Indian society, stereotyping view of certain castes and religions. Right. These are the barriers in inculcating human values, because sometimes we have certain prejudiced feeling of regarding a particular person. Superiority or egoist attitude held by certain section of society do not want other people to grow in their life, have a socio-economic upward mobility. So superiority or egoistic attitude held by certain society do not want other people to grow in their life, and socio-economic mobility, that is a problem. That is also a barrier. That is called as allied self-recruitment. Rich people are recruiting themselves. The problem is that rich people are recruiting themselves. Cultural and conflictual rivalries among society, among sections of communities is a basis of certain issues such as caste, religion, region, and gender. Faulty socialization. Parents and society are not promoting human values. They are promoting materialistic goals, behaviors which are largely self-centered. Behaviors largely self-centered. Schools are important places to learn and practice human values, but present-day focus of education is on scoring maximum marks instead of inculcating promoting values through education. Social evils present in the society, such as domestic violence, caste discrimination, communal violence. These social evils present in the society. Lack of role models, good leaders to promote human values. Growing isolation and loss of human touch. Human emotions are generated when there is interface with each other. There is growing individualism now. There is especially digital age of social media. Socialization is a process of learning human behavior from social institutions, both formally and informally. Learning human behavior both from social institution, that is socialization. There are three important persons within socialization are parents, teachers, and leaders. Parents, teachers, and leaders. Socialization can have one such barriers in following role of family. Family is the first informal institution which child is noticed. It's the first informal institution. Consider the clay, it gets molded according to the environment in which child is born, brought up. Since child is first introduced in family, it is also tender the age of child. It is considered as suitable time for modeling child as per values and families, especially parents. All families try to inculcate their values in their best efforts. That's why parents, relatives, peers changes their behavior when they have interface with the child. Example: parents do not want to use foul languages or fight before the child. Reciprocal behavior stage of moral development as given by Lawrence Cohen. Reciprocal behavior stage of moral development. It is given by Lawrence Kohlberg. Such type of tendency develop when the child sees that their parents are fighting or parents are arguing. This will be copied by the children's. So the lectures end here, and like this video and share and subscribe.